Today's topic of conversation is the shadow of death. Interesting title, I know. But my father passed this week, and I always do weekly reflections on the week, come up and share with you guys. And you've really been making me feel the reality of us being kindred spirits, supporting one another, because that's really why I'm here today with him passing. It's like, well, when you show up weekly, it's about everything that happened during the week, and this happened during the week. So there's most likely a message to share. And so here I am. Shadow of death. Where there is death, there is life. And so I feel that in this world of the inside out, we are understanding and expanding on the definitions that were presented to us. And in turn, what that does is expand our level of consciousness and make us more enjoyable and connected with the fullness of who we are, being physical and the larger part of ourselves, which is invisible, making more than peace with it. It's like making really love and spreading that. So the shadow of death is also an excerpt within the Bible. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. And why is that? Because if something is your shadow, it's there to nurture and for you to harness and learn how to use that energy. And so death is life, which means there's no ending. And anything that's on the opposite end of the spectrum means that there's something in there to glean from it as well. The biggest thing for myself has been forgiveness. So, opposite of forgiveness is not forgiveness, right? And so, this unfolding of everything has opened my understanding to forgiveness, of sadness, of happiness. What is all that? What does it mean? How can it serve us? When you forgive, remember, you are doing it or should be doing it for yourself, ultimately. And again, redefining such terms such as selfishness. It's beautiful to be selfish because as you nurture yourself, you then have more to give to others. So forgiving opens up the opportunity for you to grow because you can use it as an opportunity to understand, why am I holding on to this? What hurt happened here? And just have those authentic conversations with yourself, and it's going to spiral around to love for yourself and understanding, not for the other person to make an excuse for what they did, but this is about unraveling ourselves. There's only us in this world anyway. It's only you. Death and life. It was understanding that I'll start here because I'm jumping around a little bit. When I was crying, for my father passing, it was more of a celebratory cry. You never really understand why anyone's crying. Not that sad is a better or worse flow of emotions than happy. They're all equal. And so where an emotion is, again, sad is still on the same spiral as happy. So when you're sad, that's a beautiful thing. And let's release labels so much as defining something that's sad, because just like death, we want things to be so definitive and finite. We want there to be an ending to it. But there's no ending to death. It's only more life. So death is right here. And the shadow of death, yea, though I walk through the shadow of death. Well, if you're walking through the shadow of death, what's the opposite? Life. So you are life. And this realm, the 3D, is death. And they're still intertwined. And I hope that feels sense and resonates, because it really is a gateway to walking through more peacefully through our journey, understanding that, releasing the term so much. So if you're sad, that is beautiful and it's okay, because it's on the opposite end of happy. And so release, because you don't really know what sad is other than a word and what people projected it to be to you. Again, not better, good, happy. What is that? So release all of those and just feel, just allow ourselves to feel for a bit without the finite captivity of a word, which just leaves it there, defined by someone else's definition of what that is. But we want to feel for ourselves what that is. Tune into those feelings. Don't capture them or try to capture them. And so, where sadness is, what is that feeling? And release the word and just sit there in it. And then you can question yourself, what is the sensation running through my body? Why am I feeling this way? And it was an opportunity for myself to have a journal why I was feeling this way. And I got to the bottom of it. I was actually feeling joy. And so when we think that we're feeling one thing because it's defined as something, in reality, you might be feeling a complete opposite emotion, but we don't give ourselves the chance to discover that. So give you a chance to discover it by releasing the titles of it. And so as I was crying, I understood I was actually happy because I was able to allow myself on this journey to forgive and step into being authentically myself. And it was tears of joy for the accomplishment of being able to do this in this realm, in the same reality, awake, not having to fall asleep and forget and go through it again. So to reach unconditional love in this realm and open those doorways for that individual to transition is really beautiful to look at. I said, wow, I'm actually happy because I removed the definition of what sad was. And this is what this really is about, is allowing ourselves to tune more into our feeling nature, the sensation. Words can assist. They can also limit, right? So um, give ourselves the opportunity to explore what the sensation that we're actually feeling and do a self-discovery on it as well. So yeah, that's the message for today, the shadow of death, because death is still life. They're on the same, and death in the past was defined as an ending, but it can't be an ending if it's on the same spiral as life. So allow ourselves to feel more. All right, so this is a short one, but I just wanted to continually show up each week with thoughts of the week and share with you. And I hope you enjoyed that message. Also, thank you to a few of the individuals who put forth requests for certain topics. I will get around to those as well. Appreciate those. All right, talk to you guys in the next video. Ciao.